Welcome back to Agents of Wretch, although you're Agents of Aegis. And this is the second mission. But we will, instead of starting with our stalwart agents, we will start with Sergei Mishkin.
Hello.
You're hanging out in Moscow. So you're a mathematician and you are a cryptographer and theoretical guy. You don't do a whole lot for the state apparatus, but they do come to you on occasion. So basically, you're like the Russian equivalent of that character from Numbers. So you're mostly a teacher, but every so often, somebody pops up to hit you with special tasks and such.
Is he a teacher? What does he teach?
Mathematics.
Yeah, but is it university standard or?
Yeah.
It's highbrow maths, is it?
Yeah, and you're probably more a guest lecturer who does theoretical work.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Maybe graduate students.
Are you bringing a communist into this group?
Yeah.
I'm going to kill him.
Maybe I don't. The communist part remains to be seen. But
I'm going to kill this.
It doesn't think about being a communist.
He could be the Ilya Kuryakin of your group. So you've been instructing for a while, and you have been your approach to do a paper, and you're going to present it in Eisenstadt on some work you're doing with permutations of geometric proofs in curved spaces. Really heady theoretical work. But for the last few months, you've been dogged repeatedly by this Colonel Ivan Korbanovich, who is, as far as you can tell, some sort of KGB offshoot or working group guy. He's been approaching you, trying to get you to come over to his group and give up your work, and he keeps pushing your buttons and hinting that he might know more about your nature than other people do. Semi blackmail seems to be the best way to put it. And so one frozen morning, you come in to early to work on your blackboard, and he is already in your room with two of his black suited accompaniments. Professor Mishkin.
Did I know they were going to turn up on?
No. He likes to turn up when he has several personal habits that you picked up on. He likes to stand very close to people and invade their personal space. And he tells very strange stories to kind of off-put people.
Right.
And then he disappears from camera. That's the other thing.
That's the cloaking device.
You're right. So yeah, he's never pushy, but he always hints that he can push the apparatus against you. So this is the first time he has shown up completely unannounced before.
Right.
Professor Mishkin, how are you this fine morning?
Yes, I was prepared. I've prepared a lesson plan, and just come in and ruined it all, I guess. What can I do you for?
Talk to me about your Eisenstadt visit. What do you have in store for the people there?
My Eisenstadt visit? Is that?
Yes. He walks close, and gets, again, he gets unnervingly close, trying to make you step back. So I guess the first question is, do you step back or do you just let him get right up on you?
I'm really tempted to stand on a desk.
Stand on the desk.
Yeah.
Okay. He sees you do that, and now you're above him, so he doesn't really care for that. What a very odd way to act, Professor. But I hear you're eccentric. I'm here to ascertain how eccentric you might be. The party has immense plans for that mind of yours.
As I've stated on occasions now, Mr. Bob, no interest in your activities.
Oh, well, it's a common misapprehension that if you're not involved in the party's business, that the party's business can never be involved in you. And I would love to disavow you of that notion, but I would like to do it as gently as possible because of the plans I mentioned. My purpose for the party is to track certain inconsistencies in the reality as presented by newspapers, recordings, reports, things of this nature. When I find holes, I pick at them until I find out why they're there. You are one of those holes, Professor.
You are not, Ivan. I'm merely trying to do a job here, and you're.
No, I'm given to understand that your job is very important, but it is only part of what you could offer as value to the party. I'm keen to play this game to a certain limit, Comrade Mishkin, but no step beyond that limit. And you are finding the limit very, very quickly. You understand constraints, I'm sure, Comrade.
I don't appreciate having put on me in this manner, Ivan, comrade.
Well, your appreciation.
I've expressed on.
Your appreciation is certainly wanted, but not required for your functionality. I think you understand what I mean.
It's basically he's threatening me, do or die, isn't he? Really, that's what vibes
I
I'm
mean, wow. I think he's just being really friendly, but again,
yeah.
the cynicism of players never ceases to amaze me. I will be attending your lecture in Eisenstadt. I look forward to it. I can't pretend that I fully understand your work, but perhaps if you're the teacher I think you are, you might make it more clear. And then
I don't even know what Judd, because I'm saying nothing about Eisenstadt in this.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just telling you. Yeah, you are scheduled to attend a conference in Eisenstadt, which is a neutral city-state, and you're going to present a paper there about your work on geometry of curved spaces, which is basically like gravity. Gravity theory and things like that, relativity and things. So it's very popular with that crowd, although very highfalutin. Comrade, after I see you in action, you and I will return to Russia, to the motherland here, and we will talk about your future with the party and the apparatus thereof.
Yes, Ivan, I appreciate that you want me to be, how shall I say it, the regime. It's going to interfere with other affairs.
Regime. What a distasteful word. It implies a king. We have no king. We're all equals.
Hmm.
Michigan, you know this. And
In
I would
order-
like for you to be more equal than you're being now.
I'm appreciate the offer, Ivan, I really do. But I think you're going to have to search elsewhere.
Oh, I'm constantly searching. But please feel free to take your considerable talents and apply it to the situation. I'm sure you'll figure out that all points converge on what I have outlined, because everything else is a void.
As much as I appreciate the party, there are certain aspects of it that
Oh, I would not finish that sentence, comrade. Don't forget you are addressing a colonel. I've allowed you certain informalities, but I cannot hear what you were about to say, and you should not speak it. There will be time to take this rough stone before me and turn it into a jewel.
and this
But
is and this is why I have issues with the party.
comrade, you're too free with your words. I'll give you time to compose yourself, gentlemen. And he snaps, and the guys in suits follow him out. I'll see you in Eisenstadt, and then I'll see you in home. And he closes the door behind him.
Okay.
And
Right.
now we will cut to Cassandra Bottom. You are attending the opera.
Oh, the opera.
Yep. And you're looking with your
What
opera
opera
glasses.
am I attending?
I'm going to say Carmen,
Okay.
because that's the. Yeah, you're looking down with your opera glasses and at what's going on, and about midway through the show, your opera glasses tinge with an Aries logo, and
Oh,
you excuse yourself during the intermission and head to a phone booth and pick up the phone and slide out the phone book and then turn to a certain page, and there is printed in the phone book a picture of a very kind of, the best word is shoveled gentleman in like a tweed suit. And the phone, without you dialing, immediately starts in on audio. Good evening, Agent Bottom. The man you see in front of you is Sergei Mishkin, a Russian theorist and mathematician. Members of Stave Division have determined that he is a potential asset for our activities. He will be attending a conference on mathematics held at Eisenstadt University in a week's time. This university is located in the city-state's innovation quarter. He is presenting a paper on theoretical work based on geometric proofs in curving spaces. That is not apparently the target of our interest. Your mission is to approach Dr. Mishkin and determine if he is turnable or if he wishes to defect to our cause. Depending on what he opts for and whether you think it is appropriate, you will facilitate his decision. If you determine that he is more dangerous alive or more dangerous alive than otherwise, you are cleared for liquidation. Your other team members are already in Eisenstadt under false papers with new jobs. Turner Poole will be acting as a janitor at the university, and Cooper Howard has been placed as undercover as a tourist, seeing the sights in the gardens. Both have been active for approximately a week. We have staged out your arrivals to occlude detection. The city-state is not an ally, so it behooves you to be careful of the local authorities. The American or the United States, United Kingdom, and Canadian embassies will be aware of your mission, but not its exact details. You are not to lean on their services except as a last resort. If you must resort to approaching one of the embassies, the Canadian embassy is the preference. And then on the next page, you will find an airplane ticket or an airline ticket to arrive in Eisenstadt, as well as your passport for your assumed identity. You are due in 2 days. Good luck, Agent Bottoms. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Yep, you hang up the phone, slide the book in after taking your passport and ticket into your purse. And yeah, there is you close the shutter on the phone booth as you walk out, and there's just a shatter of light inside it as you walk back just in time for the intermission to conclude.
And I'm going to work with the 2 idiot Americans again. Well,
they're your team. So.
Yeah, that's life.
And they cue the jazzy intro. So yes, Turner Poole, you've been placed inside as a janitor. You have a passport or not a passport, but you have identifying documents and such that go with that. You also have a passport of a third identity that you arrived under, but you are presumably, just a simple Eisenstadtian, and you've been working at the university in the janitorial services. And you've managed to get yourself through bribery assigned to the mathematics buildings and such.
And I also try to be very polite to the students and to the teachers. All mornings, all mornings, get them some cakes and coffee just to get them on my side.
Oh wow, what a great guy!
Yeah, perhaps poison or not, but yeah, some cakes.
Yeah, there's one. You hear tale of another janitor who's coming up, whose name is Beaumont elsewhere, and he's from a long line of janitors, and one day his great grandson may be the most impressive janitor of all.
Yeah, who knows? So yeah, I'll try to fit in. Yeah, try to be just another face in the crowd, but a friendly face.
Okay. And Cooper Howard, yeah, again, you're basically given a cover identity of a botanist, and you're supposedly on holiday just to see the various gardens and such that are present around the city-state here and there. And yeah, in the last several days, you've probably got more than your fill of museums and castles and tours and such, but it's not the worst way to spend time getting paid. So the target is supposed to be in town in just 2 days to present or to attend a conference. The conference runs for a full week, and he is presenting a paper sometime during that week. So you have a picture of him, and you know that the local authorities are very hair trigger about their neutrality. So anything that touches on espionage, they take a weird eye towards. I say weird because they obviously don't want their neutrality stepped on, but they're also highly cognizant of the fact that the Cold War is being stomped over, all around their city state. So it's like it's an open secret that it's a city of spies, but they also work very, very hard to keep everyone honest about it. So you're supposed to be super, super discreet, and when you're not, they occasionally break your knees just so the other guy sees them do it. Anything you guys are doing, or Pool, you mentioned you're ingratiating yourself.
Yeah, and I'll try to try to listen sometimes, or try to see if I get some information from any document that I can get my hands on while I'm cleaning the facilities concerning these Professor Sergei Mishkin.
It's not hard for you to get a hold of a copy of the itinerary because they're being made available to students so that they know
Okay,
which
good.
lectures to attend and whatnot. So you can very easily get a few copies of that.
Yes,
Michigan is definitely listed. And then, his lecture and one other are kind of paired together, and they're both listed as being for, kind of high end students. There's mathematics, chemistry, and engineering. Less engineering, more kind of practical physics type stuff being discussed. And this is in celebration of the recent birthday anniversary, or the upcoming birthday anniversary of the mathematician gals, which they're using as kind of the excuse for this thing.
Okay, and anything on Sergei? Anything specific, like a small biography, something like that?
Yeah. It wouldn't be in the itinerary, but yeah, you can hear people talking about how he's doing. He does very precise work about geometric proofs and things like that, and he tends to work in very non-Euclidean or very stylized spaces for that. His thing seems to be
multidimensional mathematics. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So and it's very deep theory stuff, and a lot of the professors think he's either a grandstander or he's probably a little too ivory tower for their taste. But there is one professor who is not that at all. Petra Strauss is another mathematician. She is a professor at the university, and you gather that she's kind of an up and coming gun, in mathematics. She's pretty brilliant. She thinks that his work is really, really good, and whenever anybody starts to bat mouth or poo poo it, she's like, "No, he's on to something amazing here. I can't wait to talk to him."
Okay. So I'll also be keeping my eyes on her. One thing, I'll be at all times, I'll have a knife on my person, and a small arm with a silencer on my apparatus.
Cleaning tray.
Yeah, on my cleaning apparatus. Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That one's not hard to arrange, but you can arrange it through the Tinker division because there is not a Tinker shop in Eisenstadt. There is also not an Aegis safe house here. So like this is new territory for the agency. So when they briefed you, they're like, yeah, they told you the same thing they told Bottom, like three embassies know you're here, but not what you're doing. If you have to go to one for, exfiltration or whatnot, go to the Canadian one.
Canadian, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's the least offensive to to the opposition.
Okay. So
and this city has got a bunch of embassies. It's got 2 whole quarters given over to embassies and diplomatic facilities and such.
Okay.
So, Howard, anything in particular you're doing ahead of time before
Trying to-
Bottom arrives or Michigan arrives?
Trying to understand what language are they speaking here?
They
why-
mostly speak German, but there is a little bit of Czech mix in here and there.
That is a commie language, so I'm
Yeah.
particularly careful because I know that I'm being spied on, and I know they are trying to kill me. So I'm
Yeah,
being-
and you're passported as a Canadian.
That's offensive.
Well, just say a lot. And they do speak enough English here. It seems like Russian, English, German, and Czech seem to be, and a little bit of French here and there, but that mostly, you know, they honor quite a few expat languages, but not as commonly as they do Russian and English.
This is a communist place. I know.
Well, they're right on the borderline between the Western world and whatever's to the east of that.
Okay, do I have guns here?
Yeah, you will have access to them, yeah, but again, you have to sort of buy them on the black market. So
Okay,
it is reasonable to assume in a week's time you could have gotten a hold of of at least a revolver.
that's my first step. Yes. Okay. So getting a revolver is really not enough. I remember. How long has passed? I was hurt in the last session, so I'm not sure.
Very hurt, right?
Yeah.
Was
Oh
enough?
no, you've had enough time to recover
Okay.
from that. Yeah, it's probably been several months since your last mission.
Okay.
So I'll be looking for heavier guns and body
Okay.
armor probably.
Roll me a streetwise.
Mhm. 15.
Okay, and then ignore me as I don't roll for the apparatus because why would I? Okay. So whether or not there's a lidless eye constantly on you, yeah, you talk to some people here and there. You started off as though you're trying to buy things a tourist might want, like illicit drugs or something, you know, like you know it being 1960X. It's and you slowly slide the scale of the sorts of things you're asking about as you get passed around, and then finally, yeah, you meet with kind of a burly German gent under a bridge, and he's got a like rusty red utility van there, and he's like, I hear that you need hardware. Is that correct?
Yes.
What
I'm
sort
good.
of hardware do you have in mind?
Heavy. As heavy as you can find.
You want heavy single or heavy lots of
If possible,
repetition?
lots of repetition. It would be better. Yes.
He nods and I need to see some cash to know that you're serious.
I'll show him.
He sees a bit and then opens the back, and yeah, this guy's got some boxes and towels laid out with equipment on it, and he ruffles through a little bit while one of his friends keeps an eye on you and comes out with a submachine gun. I'm thinking of one, but I've got to remember what it's called. We call it a paint gun. It's a stare, is that right?
Oh yeah, I think that's Austrian.
So he's like, is this kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's good. That will work. Yeah.
He puts together some magazines and such, gives you a bit of a marked up price, but certainly within your expenses. So he gives you two clips in addition to the one that's in it to go with it. And then, yeah, a little duffel bag to to put it in. And then, yeah, is there if you need anything else?
I think for now this will be enough.
He nods. You're Canadian American.
Yes, I'm Canadian.
Ah, well, in that case, and he grabs he grabs into a box and comes back with one fragmentation grenade and hands it to you, and he's like, "Give them hell."
If I was American, what would they give me? Okay.
He'd give you two grenades.
Oh, okay.
He wouldn't give you any grenades because you wouldn't need them. He's like, "Here, have a hatchet.
Okay,
You don't
thanks.
need a submachine." So yeah, he sends you on your way, and as soon as you're a decent away, him and his buddy pile into the red van and get themselves good and lost. You make it back to your hotel, and with apparently, yep, with no issues. And how are you securing the weapon against like housekeeping and things like that? Or do you just always tell them you don't need housekeeping?
Yep. Well, that would be an option. I can't remember.
Do you
I-
have a safe
I could hide
in
it
the
somewhere.
room? Under the bed with some tape?
Yes, or in the inside the toilet flusher, if that's a possibility. If that's one of those that have a cover, a lid. I can.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You can pull drawers and put it under that sort of thing. So you get roll me a hide for that. Just
5. If someone
okay. Ooh.
someone looks, he will find.
Yeah. I mean, you just sort of do the quickest thing you can think of because yeah, you hear the housekeeping cart coming right as you're thinking about that possibility and get it where you can get it before she comes in and it's like, oh, I'm here to change your bedclothes.
Let
A
them
clean
stay.
bed is the first step to a clean day.
Let them stay. I don't mind.
Yeah, and so Heidi, yeah, goes to work on your bed and getting things tidied up. So yeah, you managed to get some hardware. You have not. You know that Poole is around, but you haven't met with him yet. But you do kind of have a drop point if you need to pass notes to each other. And then a few days later, Bottom arrives in town, and you guys are scheduled to meet up at a local garden park to survey what's going on. Your target is set to arrive the next day, and then the conference will run for a week.
I'm going to ask them for a debrief. What have they been? Because they've been here longer. So how do things seem at university?
Okay.
How's the lay of the
Yeah.
land?
Yeah, it's quite easy to get around. They don't talk to me very much. I listen to things, and probably I have a supporter for this Professor Sergey, a Professor Strauss. She's all into his work. I don't know if it's only that, but
Hmm.
I don't think we'll have any problems. Probably we'll have some time or before or after the lecture to talk to him, but nothing special. I didn't seem to find any other operatives from other.
Well, let's see when he gets here.
Yeah, probably probably there will be someone from other factions, but we'll see then.
I slapped Cassandra's bottom.
Welcome.
I'm
It's a
gonna have to
scandal.
kick his. I'm gonna have to
Roll.
kick his ass.
I'll
Okay.
I'll I'll just move back and start eating a pastry and look at them.
The people. Oh, I rolled a 1 on the surrounding people's save against scandal. So there are only some minor fainting.
I'm not going to rage, so I'm not gonna waste a rage. But I'm going to. Do I have to take initiative first? Yes.
Of course, I'm on the look.
I think he secretly wants you to hit him. but-
Yeah, I think he's a masochist. I rolled a 4 on initiative.
I roll a 4 as well, but my agility is 15, so I have a.
My agility is 15,
Okay, so
so I have a 2 bonus.
so we both have the same bonus, so we'll act at the same time.
Okay, I was going to go
Oh.
for your balls.
I'll do a parry.
Grab them with.
Okay, so he's slapping your bottom. So instead of defending or grabbing his hand or whatnot, you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit
Okay.
him in the balls. Make sure to
Okay,
hurt him.
I'm getting a 2 to tango read off of this for some reason.
And I rolled an 18, so let me
I rolled a
see.
19.
But I have but I have bonus.
I have bonus as well.
Let's see who has the bigger bonus. 2.
Everybody gets felt up, is what I'm getting. So
But I
Oh.
want to hurt him. This is not. Oh wait, I have lightning reflexes, so I have +2 to all initiative rolls. So actually,
Oh.
1 initiative.
Yeah, but
I
that's,
forgot about that.
I'm just defending, so it's irrelevant.
Okay.
in this case.
18, 2. So I rolled a 22 in total.
Me too. I'm not joking. I didn't roll a 22.
Okay. Yeah. So let me go.
What?
If you're going to grab me, if you're going to.
No, I slapped
Okay.
you.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna say,
didn't
well,
grab you.
stop slapping me. I'm your superior. Be professional, Agent Alberts.
Your surname is Bottom. What do you expect me to do?
Be a professional. You stupid American brute.
I'm never a professional. That's not why they
Well,
hired me.
behavior will kill you in your sleep one of these days. Or maybe I'll just cut off your balls
You can do that.
and put them in a bow tie against around your neck.
Well, and then the communists will kill you. So
Oh wow! So you got some Colombian blood in it.
Well, what do you mean the communists will kill me? I'm saying one of these days. It doesn't mean he's going to be here.
okay.
You
Right.
ended.
I will. I will.
It's
I
done,
will run a
guys.
risk.
You ended. Do you want any, anyone of you want a pastry?
I will eat a pastry. Yes.
I'm gonna have some
Okay.
coffee.
Is it a communist pastry?
It's not red, so probably
Okay.
not.
It's red velvet.
I was gonna start going to off said if any of us wanted a cigarette.
Oh
you
yeah,
want to?
I mean, yeah, this is both the era and the place for it. So
Yes, we can still smoke.
Yeah. Probably I'm smoking, so
Yeah, of course.
anything anything at the
At
same
the
time.
same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we
So
know
yeah,
about
you
this?
guys are in Grunhoff Park, which is in the innovation quarter. If you
What do we know about this Dr. Minchkin?
Just
Only
to,
that
I have one question. Are we supposed to kill him?
No.
Well, isn't he a Soviet?
We are supposed to recruit him to our side.
Or kill him, right?
If we can't recruit him to our side.
Of course we can't. He's a Soviet. He's the enemy.
Are you going to be a problem, Agent Howard?
No, the Soviets are the problem. I mean to
You-
solve the problem.
You need to follow the orders. And the orders is we will try to recruit him first.
Okay, so you try to recruit him, and he will fail, so I will kill him. That's cool. That's cool. with me.
okay, so apparently
No sounds.
so apparently he's some kind of mathematician nerd that studies higher dimensions and
What the
stuff
fuck
like
is that?
that. I don't know. I just heard the term, so yeah. I don't know what any of the higher powers want with him. Why he's so valuable? So
You're not paid to know. We are paid to obey.
So
no,
he's
I'm paid to
Soviet
do my job.
and also insane.
Probably.
Yeah.
And if he looks weird at me, I'll kill him. I'll shoot him in the head.
You will not shoot him in the head. We are here to try to recruit him. We want what's in his head. After we take what's in his head, then maybe you can shoot him. Focus on the
so
mission.
we can shut him in the gut and keep the head.
Don't kill him. He's valuable.
Yeah, well, if you shoot him in the gut, you will have some time to question
Yeah,
him.
a few minutes before he dies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he will pass to us all these knowledges in this thing that we don't understand in a few minutes while he's dying.
Can't the guys just cut his
It
head
really is like Kelly on
and
spying. this.
extract the knowledge from his head, from his brain? Isn't that possible now?
No,
I've heard about those advancements in science and technology.
no. If it was, we wouldn't be asked to hassle with trying to recruit communists. Obviously,
I don't know. I'm suspecting that our government is a little bit red now.
you're not working for for the government. You're working for proletariats, Mr. Howard.
Yeah, I also suspect about that. I don't know. They sound like pinkos to me.
So we still have 2 days, right?
you have a day till
A day,
till they
okay.
arrive, but yeah. And you
So-
do have the itinerary, so you know that he
Yes.
presents on the 4th day of the conference.
And the room and the hours also. I have it here. So
But he should be arriving. He should be arriving tomorrow morning.
do you want?
But you don't know what his arrival arrangements are yet.
Hmm. Do you want to talk to him before or after the conference?
Well, as soon as possible.
Okay, so you don't want to wait for him to arrive at the college? Is that it?
Well, we're going to see. Do we know in which hotel he's staying?
That I don't know. I think I can try to find it in college. Perhaps they know.
I think first we may need to. Well, we need an opportunity to be alone with him. So maybe we also need to know the itinerary.
I have the itinerary here.
Okay.
And
And
you will know where they're going. They're not going to be in a hotel. There is a residency block that the
Okay.
university maintains,
Okay.
and all of the speakers are going to be held up there. They're little cottages surrounded in like a roundabout
Okay.
in a little park area. So
Yeah, probably I'll have access to that because I'm the janitor. So tomorrow we'll meet him at his cottage.
Yes, you can make sure that we get access to it. I think that'll be a good idea.
Yes, I'll try to get the master key.
You will not try, you will succeed. Agent Pool.
Yes, that, whatever. So, are we done? At what time we will meet tomorrow?
Well, early.
8 o'clock? 7 o'clock? 6
8
o'clock?
o'clock.
8 o'clock. It seems Sergey is mute.
No, I don't think so.
Ah, okay.
No, I've
I
just
was mute.
sent a message to Judd actually, because I
We had a
I
cunning
don't know
plan.
I don't know what to say about any of this. And I'm wondering if I can get an inkling on what's going through my. I don't want to mention it because those guys will know.
Right.
It depends. But I have sent you a message. If you
Yeah,
haven't.
I've responded.
Oh right, cool. I need to get that person then, Judd. Simple as.
Okay.
Um, I'm guessing I have got allies who sort of feel the same way as I do.
Yeah. I mean, they're sprinkled all throughout the Soviet Union.
I'm actually, mate.
But the
I don't know.
problem that you found is that if any two or more of you get together,
Hmm.
you will be shot. So that is stymied the revolution for the past 30, 40 years.
Absolutely, we've literally got to stay
You
out.
don't even get to call yourselves a revolution because the state calls itself a revolution. They even take that away from you.
Can I get hold of forged documents easy enough?
Possibly. What are you trying to get a hold of?
I want a pass.
Oh,
And
like a fake passport?
I want. I'm actually tempted to try and fake my own. To be honest.
Yeah, roll me an acquisition roll. That one's gonna be a tough one to get a fake passport in time to kind of fake your own death and disappear.
And this, I'm guessing Mishkin would like be thinking this conference is really important, but the thing is, so is my life.
Well, this is your legacy. This is a paper that once the hoi polloi understand it, they'll you'll be a household name in like the households of the future where children have giant brains that they can barely hold up.
Yeah, but I really want someone who'd much rather be living and breathing somewhere that isn't Russia.
Yeah, I hear the Turks and Caicos is great. Yeah, what was your acquisition roll?
England would be safer than here right now.
Right. What was your acquisition roll again?
I have not made it yet, my friend. Hang on a sec.
All right.
Just skip to the other end of the room. Ah, squeeze. Oh, 18.
Okay. You're able to get a hold of a passport, and your friend kind of takes a picture of you and puts it onto it, but it basically identifies you as a Cuban citizen, and your name is Louise Montbon. And yeah, you wouldn't swear this thing was all that great. You think it might have been taken off a dead guy.
He's got a dodgy passport.
That's the only one. That's the only one that isn't a woman, he says. Now, if you want to try your chances with being Greta Kaufman, I can get you a German passport.
I'm wondering how that would work with fake.
And this Nigel Smythe Plesson passport I have is way too bloody to see any actual use. I think they stuck this guy pretty hard.
Right. So
I
Yeah.
also have a number of X-rays that have Elvis music pressed onto them if you're interested,
okay.
which is an actual thing they really did.
You'll be telling me next I can get hold of a fucking dog.
So yeah, he will send you home with that passport, and he's just like, maybe fold in some currency with it when you pass it to the. Sometimes it's all about just the confidence, Sergey. I wish you luck. If you get somewhere worth being, send a letter. Just don't use a return address.
No, I'm gonna definitely look at trying. Trying to think. I'm not gonna do it through any sort of official. There must be people I can go to that would literally smuggle me out in I don't know, aircraft full of bananas or
Well,
like
what you've heard
dancers.
is that Eisenstadt. Well, Eisenstadt is a neutral territory, and you know that's why you're going to have a handler while you're there, right? Like they're going to sit on top of you, and so that's as good a place to make a break for it if you're going to as you could imagine. I mean, you don't have any other foreign travel on your itinerary for a while yet. Like the University of Chicago isn't going to ask you to speak.
The way I'm thinking about Mishkin is he's literally get out of there and save his own ass.
That's not a bad plan.
And I think he would be trying to do any getting other defectors. Because I see him as being really against the regime, and now is the time to act, kind of thing. But in order to do that, he's got to leave the country.
Right. Which, fortunately, you're going to. So.
But not.
So yeah, you lay low. You hide your passport really, really well, and the day comes that you board your plane and then take a train, and you are after 2 days of travel, you are in Eisenstadt, which is a kind of a think Prague meets Berlin in terms of like the design and the decor of it. It's a former fortress city state, and
right.
it has a number of like gardens and museums, terraces, a lot of old world charm to it. But it is on the knife's edge between east and west, so it's like Istanbul. It's like a place where all the spies come to rub shoulders and shoot at each other, and everyone pretends it doesn't happen.
I'm getting vibes of in Bruges here.
Not far. Yeah, not far from it. There is the central fortress of the sea state is still around and is a big museum, and it kind of sits on a hill and kind of oppresses the city line a bit. But
here, good.
Say again.
What's the tall building here?
What's the what?
Tall building.
Eh?
I didn't know. No.
What is the toilet policy here? They just let you go wherever you're going.
No. I want to know the size of the building. What is the biggest building?
The tallest building.
Oh, the tallest. Well, the tallest in terms of actual elevation would be the fortress. It's probably also maybe the tallest building, although there are newer buildings. There are newer buildings in the newer quarters that are probably full-on skyscrapers, so that may not be entirely true. Are you thinking of plummeting or parachuting or hang gliding or something?
What I'm thinking
base jumping.
Trying to fake my own death.
Oh, so you're going to make it look like, goodbye, cruel world. Then the most dramatic place to jump from would be the fortress. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Right. And as a Russian, you know, falling from the battlements has a certain romance to it for you.
Absolutely. And it would be, I'm thinking with rotation, it would be high press. I'm not saying I'm totally going to get away, but I think I could come up with something that would pretty reminiscent of what falling from a vast height like, such as that.
Yeah. Now on the plane, the colonel gave you a lot of space. On the train, he insisted that he or one of his men be in any, you know, any car that you were in for any length of time. And their staterooms were right next to yours. So he is, as you've gotten closer and closer or further from Moscow, the noose that they're putting around you is tighter and tighter. Once you get to Eisenstadt, you feel like they're dogging your heels.
Oh. So they're literally on my ass, basically.
Yeah, they're acting as though they're your bodyguards, but you know that they're guarding the world from you, not you from the world.
Yeah.
And as you walk into the airport, let's Pool. You
Yes.
go back to the university.
Yes.
Um,
And I'll try to get at least to see if I can. It is
Are
on my
you-
shores to clean and also do the maintenance on the
are you lifting the keys? Are you
Yeah,
going to make a copy of the keys?
I'm going to make a copy of the keys.
Okay. So yeah, you grab a soap bar, get
Yeah.
it reasonably wet, and press both sides of the key into it, and then pocket it.
Yep.
And put it back. Yeah, the cottages have a master key for
Mhm.
Emergencies and for groundskeeping and such purposes. So yeah,
Yes.
you've managed to make a pressing of that.
And it's not uncommon to the university janitors also do some cleaning on this place, right?
Yeah, they'll freshen it up between
Yeah.
visits.
Yeah.
Or if someone gives them a call too.
Okay.
And the cottages serve for graduate students and visiting professors
Oh,
and such.
in that case, oh Jesus, I don't know if I can get one in time. Is it possible to get a wiretap to put in the professor's house?
Ooh, wiretap.
Yep.
That's rarefied equipment. Yeah, roll me a streetwise to see if if you've
Yeah,
garnered any.
Yeah, that's based on width, right?
Be magnetism for developing
Magnetism?
contacts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just roll. 13 is plus 1.
Should be plus
no.
2.
Plus 2, 13? Okay.
No, it's
Oh,
plus
13.
one.
I thought you said 17.
No,
Yeah.
13.
13 is
Yeah,
plus
13
1.
plus 1.
Plus 1, so I got 19 total.
Okay. You can't get a wire tap per se, but you do know you have met the person that works on the phone system at the university, the electrician and whatnot. And you think if you talk to him that he might be able to, you know, put you down on, or do you have like engineering or electronics or anything like that?
No, but I can give him money, you know.
Yeah, I was about to say then yeah, you could touch
It's
up with
easier.
him to see how that works.
Yeah, it's easier, I think. And if he doesn't want or try to talk to give me up, I'll kill him.
Okay. He's very old.
Okay.
He's very old and he has like 16 grandkids.
So grandpa.
All of whom have not gotten scholarships. He cries about it at lunch hours.
So probably the money will do him some good. So in that
case, and certainly the bullet would not. You worked out both of those things pretty much just by watching him weep.
So it's better. It's a win-win situation if you get if you take the money and at least tell me how to listen to the conversation over there.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a persuasion with this guy. So yeah,
Persuasion?
you meet up with him. He's
It's also magnetism.
yeah.
Okay, so +1.
Unless you're seducing him.
I think not.
Yeah, he thinks not to.
14.
Okay, yeah, you come at him, he's like, what game are you playing at?
I'll give him a little extra just for him to get his conscience more settled, you know, for him to be a little more at ease with me.
I will tell you the truth.
You know, there will be.
I get reproached for this maybe once every month or so. Everyone listens to everyone in this city.
So if you gain some money on that, there's no problem, right?
There's no problem, but why do you want to listen to these math and science people?
I don't think there are mathematicians or professors. I think there are something else, you know. I don't know for the university to have problems with them. So I'll try to do the right thing, you know.
Well, you're saying that you're with the university, huh?
Yes, I'm with the university, and I'll tell him in a way that he knows if he insists on going that way, that will be no good for him. So
Okay. He takes another few marks,
mhm.
and nods. He seems kind of resigned, you know, like this seems to be a thing he does a lot, and it's eroding him a bit. But he shows you basically there's a little handset telephone with two clips, and he shows you which numbered columns, you know, are the various cottages, and you just
Okay.
clip onto that, and it's as though you have an extension on that line, and you
Okay.
can just pick it up and listen to it.
Okay. 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 Thank you, Grandpa. This will be over and soon. So goodbye, and I'll go.
He nods, takes his money, folds it, puts it away, tries to wonder just how much of his soul he's eroded by dealing with you, and then walks
A
off.
little more, yeah.
But not in a way you should feel guilty about. So I'm sorry if I phrased that way.
One thing I want to do, Judd, I'm going to dress up as a student. I imagine like these glasses and
and your hair pulled back so that
yes,
when
and the
you
tweed
finally
like
let go,
like a librarian, exactly.
Oh,
Tweed skirts and the
don't do that to
cardigan.
don't do that to Howard, please.
Yeah.
He'll have no control.
Poor Howard, he's gonna
Yeah.
explode.
So I
Yeah,
can
you,
go around in the university and pretend I'm a
yeah.
student.
Yeah, what was the look? 60s Europe, Eastern Europe. I guess
I
it's
don't think
very
they were
similar, right? Like,
they weren't bombshells at that time. They were
but
not
there'd be
allowed
a
to.
jumper. Yeah, you'd wear
Yeah.
like your high collared sweater and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think so. At least that's what I was imagining.
Or probably
Okay.
Velma from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that sort of.
Yeah, that
Of.
sort of look.
Okay, yeah, you can
So I'm not
arrange
going to be
a.
using my cat suit.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but this might even be better depending on who the audience is. So you dress up as a student. Are you actually going to try to enroll or get your salary? Or are you just going to sort of pretend to belong?
I'm going to attend the conference if I can.
Okay. Yeah. So you get some textbooks, and this being the 60s, that doesn't break the entire budget for the operation, which you easily would do nowadays. And yeah, you're able to kind of just tussle around. The students here are really excited about, you know, a variety of the lectures. You don't gather as you get closer to like Sergey's group of lectures that those are mostly grad school people and other professors that are going to be attending those, but you don't think it would be that hard to still fit in, because there are students who are going to curry favors with professors that they know will be there. And so, yeah, they're going to be bored stiff listening to someone shoot over their head, but you know, Dr. Jones will appreciate it. And do you write "I love you" on your eyelids with your
Yeah.
eye pencil? Or
Maybe if that works, maybe I'll try to get Professor Minskin's attention.
Gotcha. So you're are you going to attend just his day, or are you going to try to maintain a presence so that
I'm
you
gonna
don't
have to
stand
try,
out?
yes, maintain a presence so I don't stand out.
Okay. And Howard, what are you up to as?
That's a good question. What can I do to get to be around here?
Initially, they don't know where or when he's arriving exactly. The best guess is he will probably come by train or by plane, since he's coming from Moscow.
Okay, so I can keep an eye on that. Trains at least.
Okay. Yeah, you stick it out at the train station. Roll me a search.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you spot Michigan getting off, and several other of the Eastern Bloc professors and such are kind of converged on this train as it got closer and closer. But you notice that he's also being shadowed by kind of a gaunt, severe-looking guy with his hair slicked back, grill creamed back really tightly. He's semi-cadaverous looking, you know, not supernaturally so, but he's got, you know, a very, very thin kind of.
The thin guy is following him or
Yeah,
accompanying
but
him?
not secretly following him, just
Okay.
like dogging him.
Okay.
And he's got two guys in black suits and whatnot that kid out like, you know, you imagine their KGB are similar. And yeah, these guys are stapled to him. So you assume that they're handlers or they're here to oversee him.
Okay, so I'm going to try to follow them.
All right. Yeah, you can slide up behind them easily enough. And yeah, you pull up behind and kind of watch. They come out, you know, and hail basically a taxi to head towards the university. And the cadaverous guy is very well packed. He's got several suitcases with him, and he seems to be holding an attaché case that's just sort of packed to the gills with documents, presumably. And the other two just have very simple duffel bags, you know, Russian military issue. So yeah, they're soldiers, if not KGB agents. And what does Sergey's luggage look like? How lightly do you pack?
He's packing rather lightly, but he wants to try and conceal his vest because that contains some
The extra passport.
collection of dummy grenades.
What?
What?
Where did
What?
we get these?
Your message is good.
Have you been to a mathematics department at the university? And if so, did you count the grenades very carefully? Because there were 0 of them, I'm guessing.
I think he could probably find explosives,
No.
possibly either that or
Oh,
Given my limited understanding
three
of
ideas,
totalitarian
three
Moscow, you
Yeah.
couldn't just get a vest full of grenades.
there's three cunning plans there, Richard.
oh God.
Possibly 4. The plan was to get hold of
All
some
right, so what you
police-
have is your clothing, your toiletries, a couple of copies of your paper that you're presenting, and notes thereof. You probably have some
Yeah,
chalk too,
smart
because
suit,
it never
smart
hurts to have some chalk.
Will there be a blackboard there, I presume?
And you have a head full of just great mathematical precision.
And some grenades.
I mean,
I just think it'd be really stage of fucking sort of then run out the building and cause utter panic.
I will say that as a very straight-laced mathematician, your plan to fake being a suicide bomber may not exactly work. That may need to go to plan C.
Done a few. The other plan was to was possessed by spirits.
Oh yeah. Now that may be easier because once you get to where you can look at things, buy things, etc. You can
possibly.
But roll me a notice or a what's it? It's called Spot, right?
Search.
No.
Search.
Can I not use one of my
Search.
pre-cop
Yeah.
cards?
Why do I always?
Oh, right. That is a 19. Wow.
Okay. So yeah, you while you're hopping out, you see like some other mathematicians and scientists here that and they are also with their entourages, since they're mostly Eastern Bloc representatives. And so you and your crew, you feel like there's a possibility that you and your crew can get mixed into that, and it might give you a little more latitude for action.
Right.
Make it a more target-rich environment, at least.
I'm tempted to pass my notes on. Yeah, saying I'm really too ill to do this today. Thesis, and I shall leave it to all the back. It's what
Cool.
immediately.
You're just trying to scam free travel out of the Soviet Union.
He's literally trying to think of ways. I think the idea is also pretty good, so he might have met some of that. Because basically that's just mod anyway. And there'll be tons of that. So he met some of that and literally that gives you patience and all sorts when it kicks in. I'm not sure how much more research you.
Well, you'll have to at least get to a lab or to some food or something to kind of get that ball rolling. And right now you're just in the train station with a whole bunch of people milling about here and there.
I bet there's moldy bread kicking around a train station.
Could be. How do you intend to find it?
I'm gonna go through literally looking rotten food, basically.
All right. I mean, after a while, the colonel the colonel is going to pull up and go, "What are you squandering for, Doctor?"
Oh, it's for my thesis.
Your thesis is written.
It is written, yes. These are props.
You're very interesting, Doctor. And I understand your predicament. You're as close to the rarefied air that you may seek as you're ever going to be. And this is a moment, crux point, where you could possibly change what you may see as dark fate. But I assure you, the fate that you're running from is not dark. To be an important man, loved by the party, esteemed by the people, it's a wonderful thing, let me assure you.
You see,
Now, you know what the people don't esteem? They don't esteem the people that we have to machine gun as they escape, because we never tell them of those people, Comrade Michigan. You want people to speak of you in the future, right? You don't want us to paint you out of a photograph. You don't want us to erase your name. In the
Mishkin looks.
You don't want us to erase your work.
He doesn't want to be part of this fucking regime. That's what he's not saying.
Well, no, obviously, yeah.
That's kind of the look he's giving. It's like he's basically putting up with this past plan.
I bet you would love to know what I'm thinking right now, wouldn't you? And it gives you another one of those smiles. Like every time he talks about your brain or, things like that, he will always give this little he's daring you sort of smile. And he's talked about, the time that you broke a code before the example arrived, and the time that you told a friend when you were young that a tractor was going to hit him. He hints at all these little weird stories that he's trying to tell you that he knows what what you think he knows, but he never actually says it right.
Yeah, but I know what he's.
Would you like to hear a story, Comrade Michigan? A story about my work.
No, not really.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No,
I have a collection, if you'll indulge.
If let me just finish gathering my props, sir, that would be.
You don't need props.
Yes, I do.
You're a man, Comrade Michigan. Why do you squirm in the trap? You're not a dog. You're not a wolf. Quit chewing at your arm. It's only a trap if you fear what the hunter brings. This hunter, I want to add you to my collection. You're extraordinary. You can do great things for the party, and you stymie me at every turn. It wounds me.
I don't trust the party, but I'm not saying that either. I'm just looking at the guy almost nodding in compliance, but all the time thinking, fuck off.
Yeah. Come away, doctor. Let's get you through this, and then we can talk about your future. And yeah, he grabs your arm and kind of hustles you to the taxis. Just as you see a piece of wheat bread that looks moldy as hell, you're like, oh, it's right there. Like, and as he sits you down, he looks at it. Did you know that ergot poisoning is considered to be the source of numerous mystical visions?
He's like,
I don't know that I credit that, of course.
I'm not looking for. I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Oh, just idle thought, I suppose.
Like, gee,
Would you prefer we ride in silence?
no, it's fine. You carry on chit chatting away.
Then he nods and he tells you a long-winded story about some case that he's been working with about a doctor that sews
Ow.
chimpanzee testicles into people to make super soldiers. Again, a thing they actually did. And yeah, he tells you how it's just a complete cock up, and that if this guy doesn't produce results, you know, he's going to upset. He's going to upset
Puxa teve,
the Secretary General,
The
which is
sleep
not a thing you
experiment's
should
one
do.
of the best ones.
Hmm?
The sleep experiment where they locked up 30 people in a room. And
That may be copy pasta, but it might not be. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's quite sure about that
it's
one.
not the one where they turn into creatures or anything. This is
Yeah. Therefore. So yeah, you see them get into the cabs and they drive off, and yeah, you could tell that the doctor does not much care for the guy, the gaunt guy that's with him, Howard. So yeah, as you're looking them over, yeah, you could, from the body language alone, you can tell that this guy is an unwilling participant in in the four of them being together. And yeah, they do drive to a particular cottage. It's cottage number 4.
Hmm.
And they install him therein and get cottage number 5 for themselves.
I start searching the room, see if I can find anything sketchy in it.
Okay, roll me a search roll.
Oh, nat 20! I kid you not.
Oh man, they rolled a natural 25 to hide it.
Oh, what? I didn't.
Yeah, you look around and yeah, you are amazed at just how utilitarian and bare this place is. I mean, there's some basic food here that looks like someone just quickly shopped for. So you have some fruit in a bowl on the kitchen table, and you have some a loaf of bread and some cheeses and butter and just some general snack type foods in the cabinets and the fridge. But it's clear that they're going to feed you offsite for the most part. You don't see any, you don't look at the flower pot and see a big ass microphone or anything like back home. But this is almost Western Europe, so
Is there a phone line in there at all?
there is a phone in here. Yes.
Yes. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to disconnect that.
Okay. You disconnect the phone.
And
one of the soldier guys comes to look your place over. He's like, I am Peter. I will be sitting with you.
can I offer him money to fuck off?
I'm afraid that you cannot, but I have read your paper. I have many questions.
Oh God, the paper. Damn that paper.
It's a very confusing document. And then yeah, he does proceed to actually ask you some decent questions, but it's clear that he's not all the way up the top of the mountain on what you're getting at, but he is about halfway up. So yeah, he's asking some questions that will get him closer, but you're very interested in what this guy's actual profession might be.
Can I try and steal his weapon?
You could try, yes, but we've got tons of time left in the scenario. But yeah, you can try anything. Yeah.
Oh, heck. Is it agility bonus on that? I don't even know if I've
It
got an
is,
agility
yes.
bonus.
Yeah, it's brawling and agility. Yeah.
Oh, God. I tried to think what my. I didn't even look at my attributes. And it's like, I'll do this. Fuck it. Right, where are we? No, he doesn't get any bonuses. So it's just a straight up 11.
You do have a brawling skill, though, right?
I don't think I've got a brawling skill even now.
Yeah, you do.
I can persuade him. I've got iron will, intimidation. No, I don't have brawling, mate.
Yeah.
I really don't. Oh, yes, I do. No. Oh, I get a +1 to 12. Sorry, I do.
See, that line of hope has gotten
Yeah.
even stronger.
Yeah, right.
So what's your roll?
12 altogether.
Yeah, he sees you go for it, and yeah, he just grabs your wrist and twists. Doctor, please. You're very valuable, so I will not break you this time. But do not tempt a dragon on. You understand me? And then
Yes,
he
I
gives you a
understand.
little more of a twist. We have an agreement, Doctor. You're not being hospitable.
I guess now I've put myself in a really dodgy predicament.
This guy went from interested in you, and now he's seeing you as a threat, and so yeah, he's sitting on top of you pretty harsh.
Tell me something. Did I watch his party arrive at the university?
Yeah, if you were waiting for that, or if you're waiting with the phone lines
Yeah,
to hear from
yeah.
Howard where they might be, then
Yes.
which would you rather?
I'll try. So I saw the other guys went to a different cottage, right? Next door,
Yeah,
perhaps.
you know that
Yeah.
that basically a good
Yeah.
portion of the cottages will
Okay,
be hosting them.
okay, so first I'll try to tap into the bad guys cottage, number 5, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Click flip. Roll me a sneak.
That's with wits, agility, with what?
Agility, because you're trying to do it
Okay.
smoothly enough that the line doesn't crackle, basically.
Okay. So 16 is +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then
Wait.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
Have you got yours written down?
sorry?
Have you got your stats written down?
Yes,
somewhere?
yes, I got them.
I can go through the modifiers real quick if anybody wants to.
Okay, so a 12 is +1, right?
A
17 is
12.
0. That's
0? Okay,
yeah.
12 is 0. Okay. 17.
All right, that's your final. Okay.
Huh?
Okay, so
No. I'm just asking. A 17 is plus what?
a 17 is +2. So
Okay.
a 3 is a -3. A 4 to a 5 is a -2.
Okay.
A 6 through 8 is a -1.
Mm-hmm.
A 9 through 12 is a 0.
Mm-hmm.
13 through 15 is +1.
Okay.
16 to 17 is +2.
Okay.
And 18 is +3.
Okay. Thanks. So, so I got 21 total.
20. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you clip, and then do the lift thing. Very similar to doing it with a normal extension, and yeah, you just unscrew the mouthpiece so that it doesn't even, it you can't even speak through it for maximum privacy. And yeah, you listen in, and yeah, you hear a guy speaking Russian to another guy speaking Russian.
Oh, okay. I don't know Russian, right?
But you do hear Michigan a few times. You hear the word Provrada a few times, and then you hear the word Zagafor,
Just a moment, please.
which is interesting because that's a name that you guys use.
Zagafor?
Zagafor, the Zagafor service is the nickname that you guys have given to your Soviet equivalent. You don't know what its real name is.
Okay.
It loosely translated, it means wizard or person with special powers.
Okay.
Aegis would love to know what the correct name for the counter service is. They're not entirely sure that it isn't just the KGB, but there definitely seems to be a branch of it that specializes in the same sorts of things you guys do. Because occasionally you'll show up at the same parties and try to, manipulate things.
Okay.
But yeah, they continue for a little bit and then both hang up.
Okay.
It sounds from the patter of it like it's some sort of check-in or verification call.
Okay.
And it doesn't sound very warm. It's not like they know each other.
Yeah, it's just it's just their job, just checking in. Yeah. So after that, I'll hang up. I'll hang up, and I'll go to to house number 4, and I'll knock on the door.
Okay. Number 4, Privet Abbey. All
Yeah.
right. You're knocking, or are you just gonna let yourself in? Or?
No. I'll knock.
Okay.
Room service.
Dr. Mishkin, you a few minutes into this tete with your bodyguard, and the door receives a swift series of knocks.
Right.
It's a very interesting rhythm too. It's like toot 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 toot, and you're like, oh, that's weird, and you're trying to figure out what. So roll me a brains roll on the.
Can I use my
divination?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I think I failed anyway. I did roll a 9 plus 2, 11. I'm wondering if I could use search presence.
I mean, you could, but you could also use the peephole. But yes, you definitely could do that.
I'm wondering if I can get vibes off the person knocking at my door, basically, and what they're giving off. What's their energy like, and what sort of thoughts are they having?
Oh, gotcha. Now that is probably more empathy, if you want to try that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Roll me a wit save, Pool.
Wit avoidance? Avoidance,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
Okay, so my wits are 17. So 17 or under, right?
Correct.
11.
Okay. And oh wow. All right. So the guy that is with you, your bodyguard, he respects you and likes you, but now he's very worried that you're going to take his gun and shoot him when he goes to sleep. So he's basically figured out that he needs to stay awake until about 2 a.m. when the other guy laps. And yeah, he's considering taking the bullets out of his gun and throwing them away.
And I know he's going to do that.
That's what he's thinking about.
Right. Okay.
We don't know that he's doing that. The guy outside, yeah, the guy outside is a little more inscrutable. You know that he definitely is hoping that you'll answer the door, but you don't get much beyond that. But
Knock, 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 knock,
that
knock,
knock is so weird to you. Yeah,
I'd say
the rhythm of it is just.
I say to the guard, you better answer the door. And
He gets up and walks over. Yeah, the guy that answers is a youngish Russian guy who looks like he's in his mid-20s.
Mhm.
And he's in a black, agent suit, more. He
Yeah.
looks the part of an official. Yeah.
Yes.
And he does have a shoulder holster bump when he answers, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Yes,
Yeah, I
da,
know this.
yes,
Hello.
hello,
Room
bienvenido."
room service. I want to check in on this apartment if everything is all right. And I'm
Please come in.
smoking. And I'm smoking. I'll throw the cigarette butt to the ground at the entrance.
Okay. He takes a look at that for a half a moment, but then opens the door and kind of just nods you inside.
Okay, I'll just check all the divisions to see if they if all is clean up. Okay, it won't be long. Excuse me, and I'll just start walking around, pretending.
What are you speaking when you do this, by the way? Are you
Probably German.
okay?
Um,
Then they let you do it. Well, the guard will. And then he looks at you, Sergey, and he says in Russian, "Mind your manners."
well, Sergey's going to try and go for the gun again.
Jesus Christ. Am I seeing this?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Are you really going for his gun?
I'm doing uncle roll it. Sod it. I've just failed miserably. I rolled a 10. That's not enough to do it, I don't think. It's with agility it'd be +0, so straight 10. Well, with
yeah,
brawling,
you reach for it. You reach for it, and yeah, what you see is him go at the guy in black, and the guy in black just catch him and throw him against the wall, and he's like, "Doctor, careful, be careful. You're such a clumsy." You'll take 3 points of damage, Dr. Mister.
Okay, so but I understand what's going on here, right?
I mean, yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
okay.
obvious that he's
Yeah,
he's
yeah. Tell me something. Is
and the kid is not happy with him. Like he throws him into that wall like he wants to put him through it. But
okay? Now tell me something. Is the kid is he facing me or is back at me?
no, he just let you in.
Yes, but while he's doing this to the professor, he's holding him.
Oh yeah.
Is he facing me or?
Oh, facing. I thought you said
Yes.
frisking.
No, facing me.
No, he would not be facing you.
So I'll just go from to his back, while he's holding the professor. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll take my gun with the silencer, that I
Okay.
have with me all the time in the cleaning apparatus, and I'll shoot him in the head.
Okay. I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to roll initiative here, but let me just see if he will not spot that in time to do much about it. So
Is it to the head is -5 or?
it's -3, but I mean you're point blank. So
Yes.
I would just say roll it normal, since he's
Okay.
mostly unaware.
Okay. Oh, 23.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the kid slams you against the wall and is like, "Doctor, you're so clumsy," and then you hear like a little bass thump, and you now have a mist of blood on you.
And I'll say, shut up and come with me.
Okay. Shit. I think I was better off.
And I'm pointing the gun at you.
Yeah, I'll come with you. Shit. It's all gone very wrong.
But
Okay. Now,
yeah.
are you going to keep the gun on him when you leave, when you walk out?
No. As soon as we leave, I'll just put the gun. I'm not
Inside like your code or something?
No. I'm just putting a towel over it, like
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and walk straight, act normal. Don't look back.
Oh, you have no idea who you're asking.
Don't
Just
have
kidding.
please don't have any cunning plan on your mind.
I asked him anything. He did not expect that. He didn't expect the Russian to go down. You did see me go for his gun, though.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
frog marching him out of here.
Yes, we'll just moving towards the outside the campus, just to a more secure place where no that I know from being here more than a week.
Yeah. So
That
by
is just a
secure, you
yeah,
want somewhere with one approach
yeah,
and like
yes,
inside, right?
yes. No one
Okay.
seeing and all that.
Yeah. There's a dormitory supply area, storage area that is down some stairs, has a
Mhm.
single approach. Yeah. You can
Okay.
smash up a light bulb and kind of put it along the stairs so that it'll crunch if someone comes down it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yep.
I'll signal him to enter some storage room and I'll lock the door. Professor Mishkin, me and my colleagues that you will meet soon enough. We're told to talk to you if you want to, how should I say, have a change of heart from perhaps working for the wrong side and start working for the right side. And for what I saw in the brief moments in the living room, I think you are more than willing to change sides. Am I correct?
Yes. It seems very, very strange. But yes, I have, I was actually looking at trying to defect away from certain obligations that are being forced into my life by certain officials.
So it seems you are safe now, at least for the moment. You will go with me. I'll try to get him a change of clothes just to be more.
Okay. Yeah. You can get some janitor's coveralls pretty easily.
Just yes, and a hat or something like that, just for him to go unnoticed, and we'll go and try to leave the campus and go. Do we have a meeting space, room, area, zone of the city?
You have a morning meeting scheduled.
Oh, but you don't have any. I'm referring to Baltimore Howard. We don't have any
Well,
phone.
I should be outside doing a
Oh,
stakeout, so I guess I can.
so
Yeah, that's
so the
true. That's
probably
true.
so.
Yeah, if you will see, you'll see Pool go in and Pool come out with the dude. So yeah, you can be on his tail.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him, and
So
when
yeah, you'll probably come up on him while he's smearing glass shards on the stairs.
Oh, and I'll do this to the professor and prepare the gun and wait.
All right. So the three of you are together then.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask some what happened?
I successfully remove our professor from the hands of the communists.
Did you kill them?
At least one of them. The others are still on the other apartment. 3.
I guess we'll have an opportunity to do that later. So
But
do you
there's
think
two left. There's one guard and one
Oh,
handler guy.
I thought that were okay.
do you think he's interested in defecting or not?
At least from what I saw, I think he's most interested in defecting. Yes.
That's good.
Or else we'll shoot him here in
Yeah.
the basement. So, do we now? I don't think you. Do you think he'll still have the conference tomorrow? Because the other guys will soon be realizing that their colleague is.
Yeah. Probably not a good idea, but we have a girl boss.
Don't say that in front of strangers, please. So, do you know where Cassandra is?
I
He's
guess.
probably attending the lectures and trying to fit
Oh,
in.
Well, I can
geez.
while you guard him, I can go and look for her, I guess, or the opposite, whatever.
Okay. Be okay. I'll go because I'm a janitor. I don't
Yeah. Okay,
make
go.
many any fuss. So I'll try to find her. Okay, just stay here with him. Oh,
Okay.
I'll try
Now,
not
in
to
the
kill him.
meantime, there's something I forgot. Michigan, roll me a wits roll, avoidance roll.
Oh shit! I failed. I rolled a 19.
Okay. You're a little addled because
yeah.
you were still empathizing with everyone when basically the guy got enraged at you, tossed you into a wall, and then had a bullet go through his head. So yeah, you felt a moment of him being pulled somewhere else. And yeah, that where that was is like bugging you out a little bit. You like there was a second of like a hand grabbing him, and and that that image is kind of playing in your head. You're a little shell shocked while they get you out of there.
Okay. Which would explain my compliance, but since they're hand grabbing at the soldier,
Say again?
the hand grabbing thing, that's like
Yeah, that was basically the last feeling he had. Yeah, the last psychic emanation he gave moments after he was already dead was like a hand wrapping around him and pulling him.
right.
And then he was just a normal old, guy with raccoon eyes and his head
Yeah.
blown out in the back, which you probably haven't seen that many of necessarily, depending on how rowdy the rest of the faculty was.
No, I don't think this guy's been around murder as such, but he's certainly not down with the regime that's currently happening within Russia. He's looking, obviously he wants to escape.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad the colonel isn't there to hear you use that word again because it really hurts his feelings. Yeah, Turner will come back and he's got janitor coveralls and like a gardener's hat for you.
He's not too sure how to feel about these guys yet, whether he can trust them or not. So he's sort of, I don't know, he wants to try and do that empathy on this guy, but he knows that his wits are about him, kind of thing. It's really difficult to read. So I don't think he'll try that again. I'm going to try the ripples in the future, mate. I'm going to give that one a go.
Okay.
And I think that's my last one, isn't it? Because I've only got 5 points. So if I use a level, I've used level one.
You've used empathy
I've used empathy.
once.
Yeah. But
And
that's
then
1 point.
and that will be a 2, so you'll have 2 more points left after using ripples.
Yeah, I'm going to try using ripples, mate.
Okay. Does ripples require a roll? It does, but I'll check real quick.
I think it does, and I think I still need to make a save roll as well. 324.
I don't think you have to make a check for it, but let me see. Yeah, you do not have to make a second check for it. But let's see. Yeah, you don't need to make a check for either type for ripples. So yeah, you gather your wits up, such as they are, and cast out. And yeah, you basically hear 3 voices talking back and forth to each other around you. Discussing, the mission, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say the female voice sounds like she's like very upset about what's going on.
Yes.
And yeah, but there's not you don't feel, you feel like you're a bystander in this, and not like you're being threatened or anything else. That they're basically sorting things out, and that you're kind of the locus of that.
Is he jumping into the fire, out of a fire into a frying pan, or is it vice versa?
Oh, it's very. I mean, you're just seeing basically that you are going to be present at a discussion in the very near future. And there are a numerous cacophony of different ways it will play out, but the tone seems to be the same in each of them. That this is not exactly what everyone wanted to happen.
Okay. So am I getting vibes that they know Ivan as well?
No, you're just getting that that they know what?
That they know Ivan.
The name doesn't come up in any, like in the cacophony of discussions.
Right. Okay.
Any snippets you hear of them talking about the others, they use generic terms like guard, agent, things like that.
Okay. Interesting. But in all fairness, am I reassured or not that I'm now safe?
That's up to you. But yeah, like I say, in all of the discussions, very few of them are directed at you. Like mostly they're them discussing with each other.
Right. Well, for the moment, I've got no choice but to go along with it, really. So I shall pass my turn over and decide what the others are going to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're jumping around. So,
Meanwhile, I'm going
Cooper
to
is going to find
yeah,
Cassandra,
bottom.
right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, then Howard, while you're out, are you how casual are you being about where you go? Like, are you avoiding the cottages like the plague and trying to stay as far away from them as possible? Or
I'll just go directly to the university. I'll just walk casual. I don't.
Oh no, you're guarding him, right?
No, I went to find Cassandra.
Oh, you're going to find Cassandra.
Yes,
okay.
cool. Yes,
then
because
what are you doing, Howard?
Well, I stayed with the.
Oh, you're staying. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, he seems to be, lost in his own thoughts, perhaps literally. You see him looking around at a certain point, like maybe he's taking the room in, or like he's looking, for an escape or something. But that doesn't
I'll just
last for
say,
very
don't even
long.
try, Rusky. I'll fucking kill you if you move.
Don't worry, you are among friends.
Yeah.
Every chance this mission had to go right. Okay, so yeah, if you're going along, you will hear that there's a lot to do at the cottages. So at this point, it does appear that that the dead guard has been found at the very least, if not the disappearance of Michigan. And yeah, you as that's going on, you try not to pay any more attention to that than a normal person would.
Yeah,
Which is a hard balancing act to figure out. But you pull yourself away like someone that has something to do, and
yes, cleaning the bathrooms.
yeah, and you do find Cassandra in one of the lecture halls by looking in the windows. And then, like this guy comes up behind you and is like, "Hey,
Yes.
hey,
Sorry.
it's another janitor. He's like, he's got a slight French accent. What are you doing? What are you doing cleaning the windows that are mine? You do not clean the windows of Beaumont."
I'll shoot him in the face.
Don't you dare! The timeline must be preserved.
Oh, sorry. I was
Your gun
just
jams.
explodes on my face. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'll just try.
He's looking at the window now, yeah, and just like doing little minute tweaks to it, like you could not have conceivably seen any dirt on it. You're ogling the girls.
Oh no, don't. I'll just try to see
If you're
what's going
ogling
on.
the girls, the one in blue, and then he points at one of them. She is very ogleable.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, okay. If he suits you.
And then he gives you a little elbow to the ribs, like
Yeah.
just be discreet. We have a reputation.
Yes. I'll try to be discreet.
And then the great Bamal walks away. The very spirit of janitorial services traipsing behind him.
Yeah, the future is preserved. So I'll just try to. Okay, I'll just wait for that to end and then try to.
Okay. Yeah, the lecture ends. Cassandra, you're hopping up. You see Pool as the janitor checking the trash cans.
And
I'm
I'll
going to
just
put something in the trash
can, and I'll just say very, very low, follow me, and I'll empty the trash can, and I'll start moving towards the exit and towards the place.
And then you've got your books clasped against you, right, and doing your little traipsy walk. You follow him back to the safe house, as it is.
Yeah.
The safe storage facility.
And I'll just we have the professor.
You have him where?
In the storage facility. I'll just have to. It was very quick, and I had to. This was the only place that I knew that was safe, but not safe in.
But is he by himself?
No, with Howard.
Oh my God! You left him with Howard.
Yes,
he's still alive, I think.
Okay.
There's no telling how sore his bottom is going to be.
Please don't run. It will be very. Just try to stay calm, please. Okay.
All right. Okay. You go down the stairs, trying to avoid the crunchy glass, and get inside. So the whole crew is together.
So, and I'll say to Mishkin,
I'm going to greet the professor in a very warm but professional manner. Dr. Mishkin, very good to know you. How is my colleagues been treating you?
Oh, wow.
Oh, his nose is bleeding. He's bleeding from his nose.
After what
I
I've
didn't
been
I didn't
through,
shoot him. I didn't beat
it's
him up.
mild.
So
I haven't been
Oh.
shot yet.
But is his nose really bleeding?
No.
I-
Okay, because not to
It's
say,
just-
oh, did you fail and hurt yourself?
I didn't punch him. I didn't do
Okay.
anything. I
Okay.
should have killed him. He's a communist, but
Well, you didn't squeeze his ass.
didn't what?
Squeeze his ass.
No, he's a man.
Oh.
I think so. Well, he's yeah, Russian,
He's a communist, doesn't have gender.
I'm not a communist.
but he doesn't have a Well, he doesn't have a vagina anyway.
Well, how are we going to take him out of here? We
Well,
need
I
to be fast because if people will, if he doesn't give his lecture, people are going to notice.
I think as you said, you are the brains of the operation, so that's with you.
Yes, it's hard being the brain and the face of the operation. Let's get a trash can in one of those big trash cans, put him inside the trash can, and you'll just carry him out pool
Well,
to our van, because I imagine we have a van.
this time
Do
I
you want-
agree. I agree with your plan. Put the commie in the trash bin. Yeah.
I'm not a
And
communist.
yes, and I'll turn to him and say, "Enter the trash bin, please."
Well, since there are now three of you, I don't. I've been relatively compliant. I think the humility kicks in.
Don't worry, sir. You'll be free in no time.
I've been in worse places.
Yeah.
I mean,
Russia.
free. Yes, exactly. From the terrors and injustice, in the oppression of communism.
And for
So-
just yes,
so-
and I'll throw some garbage on top of him. Or
I
on
was
top
gonna
of him.
ask,
Yeah,
like what
yeah,
the mix there was.
Yeah. So if anyone opens it, also see trash.
Okay.
Doesn't see.
So Sergey, you're at the bottom of a push bin, and then a bunch of
searched for
trash
moldy
bags
bread
get laid
first.
on top of you.
Can I search for moldy bread?
Yeah, you actually probably could in here. You don't think it'll be hard to fake being ill at this point? You probably are a little.
Well, I
So
can,
you pull this up the stairway,
Yeah.
I rolled
and then
17 then anyway. for one-
And then just go
Push him-
for
push him out.
for the van. Yes.
I've got search.
Okay.
Oh, and this time I'll just see if there's anyone watching me.
Okay, roll me a search. I got it this time.
That's wits or brains.
Brains probably.
Brains. Okay. So -2.
Oh, that's right. You're not.
Oh!
Wait. Oh, but you did well, huh?
No.
Maybe. Oh,
No.
oh no.
-1.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You rolled -1.
No. 1 -2 -1. Right.
You roll the natural one.
Yes, natural one.
Yeah, right. That'll
Yeah.
do. That was the
Yeah,
thing.
you
Okay.
don't. Yeah, you can't tell what's going on. So yeah.
Oh, unicorns and rainbows. Okay.
You push the trash out. You're so busy trying not to topple over that you don't really. Your
Yeah.
situational awareness isn't great.
It isn't quite
And
zero.
you get to your little utility van thing.
Yeah, and I'll just wait for them to I'll put the trash can on top of the van and enter the van.
On top of the van, not
Yeah.
inside.
No, oh, okay. That's not a pick. That's not like a pickup. It's a van, you know. It's a
Hey,
pickup.
I'm thinking it's like a little, side door.
Okay, so I'll
utility
put it.
van sort of
Okay,
thing.
so I'll put it inside. Yes, in that case. Yes.
Okay. That's
No,
like
no,
this
no.
guy's in for the ride of his life, isn't he?
And I'll just wait for them to arrive.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell Howard to get a van.
Each of you guys roll me a search. So close to not getting it right there.
Oh, that's a 14
10.
for me.
11.
You are in the trash, dude. What were those?
11 for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have tactical. Can I use tactical?
Yes.
For dissolve. Okay. So 12.
And what was yours? What was yours, Miguel?
I roll a 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. You guys both will pick up on at least, one of the black suited guys, looking around in your area, and he seems to be headed in the direction of the van. He's not moving at a very quick clip, but he seems to be walking directly in that direction.
Is the guy scary?
No, he looks very neutral. I mean, yeah, they're youngish, blonde, crew cut, black suit, kind of thuggish, athletic dudes.
I'm going to talk to them and pretend I'm lost and ask for directions while
Oh, okay.
they carry Minskin to the van.
All right. What language do you start in?
French.
Okay.
I don't have German, but I guess French is better than English.
The guy stops up and he kind of looks at you for a moment and and then kind of barks back at you and is indicating in Russian that he's not sure what you're saying.
I'm going to try. I don't know. Would it make sense that we would have a little bit of Russian and just basic because we are agents?
Yeah, a little conversational.
Then I will try to speak in bad Russian to them and say I'm lost.
Say, I want to go to the bathroom.
Yes, where is the
How is your
library?
mother? Where is the house of Piotr? He's like and he points in a direction. He's like perhaps there, or maybe there, probably. And he sort of and then he sort of does the whole excuse me thing and tries to head back in the direction of the van.
Yeah, I was trying to make the conversation slow because I
Oh, you're giving
I gave him time, so I'm
other
going
people
to try
time?
to to give him time for the guys to.
Okay. All right. Howard,
And if
you
I don't
also
understand
see this
these
going
sides,
on. Yeah, you also see this going on. So while she's talking to him, what are you up to?
I'm trying not to make any noise in the trash.
Good move. That's a good move. Miguel, are you doing anything while she's talking to the guard that's coming up?
I'm looking around and waiting to see if someone gets close by.
Gotcha. If the cadaverous guy is around, or just anybody.
Well, the cadavers would be probably, but yeah, if anybody approaches, I will be on guard and prepared to shoot them if needed.
Okay. Yeah. So far, it's just you three, and then the van. He's like, excuse me, very busy. And he says, he fumbles for the French words and says, very busy, or thereabouts in French. And excusez-moi. And starts walking in the direction of the van again.
well, we don't have him in the van yet, right?
No, he's in the van.
Yeah, he's
okay. He's
the
already in the
trash.
van.
Yeah, the trash has been loaded in the van, and Pool is sitting behind
Yeah, steering wheel.
steering wheel.
Go,
Yeah.
go, Pool, go. Can we give him a message to Pool? Why are you the steering wheel? Why didn't you left?
What?
Waiting
I'm
for
waiting
you.
Yeah.
for
So
you.
yeah,
we
we'll
can
switch
leave.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll switch to you, Pool. Roll me a search now that you're in the
Okay. Minus.
You
in a
have the
less
primary,
precarious
so you
area.
need to leave with the primary.
Okay, better. With -2, 14.
Okay. You do see Cassandra talking to one of the guards.
Oh, and he's dressed in the same manner as the one I shot?
Yep.
Okay. In
He
that
almost
case,
looks like a twin of him. I mean, there's
oh,
little differences, but they look very similar. Yeah.
okay. In that case, as I see that, I'll turn the van on and I'll
And
just
abandon your friends.
yes,
I love it. I
yes,
love it.
like that, yes. And I'll just show them the finger on the
That nets your American points.
yeah,
You were losing American points for abandoning allies,
yeah,
but then you hung a bird at a commie, so you got
yeah.
yeah. You managed to pull away, and yeah, that's when the guard kind of swings and gives you an assaying look, Cassandra, and then yeah, begins heading in that direction and pulls out a walkie-talkie.
Well, then I'm
And
gonna
yeah,
go back to the lecture.
yeah, he gets on the yeah. You head off, and he's on the walkie-talkie, barking at someone.
I bang on the trash can and say, "Can I come out now, please?"
Yes, but stay hidden. And we don't have grenades back there.
We would have we would have a plan that will have a place to meet outside of the
Yes, probably.
university.
Yeah.
So now
yeah.
we're gonna head to that
Okay.
quickly.
All right.
Oh,
So in
oh,
the meantime, this is how I hated to do this because you're in a
Yes.
utility van, but
Yes.
it is chase time
Oh, okay.
because yeah, he is radioing to someone here with a car. Yeah, and
You should have waited for me. I could shoot them from behind. But yeah. Okay.
Don't you have a bike to steal?
so how fast is your van? I'm guessing probably not very.
No, not that fast. It's a van,
Yeah. Well, good news is they have a really, really bad car at their disposal too. So they have like a little Trabant. So yeah, you see a gray Trabant kind of, pushing along behind you, trying to keep pace with you.
How many people do I see inside?
You do not see anyone inside because it looks like the windows are smoked, or at
Really?
least have a huge glare to them.
Okay. Okay. But basically they are chasing me, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'll try to yes, I'll try to lose them.
Okay. Roll me a drive check. Are you doing anything fancy, or are you just trying
No.
to use speed and
Yes.
traffic to?
Yes, speed, traffic, small alleys, all of that.
And you've got a bit after a week of a home field advantage. You've been on these roads, and presumably they just got here today. So
Yeah. I'll try to do that. So
roll it.
drive. And that's based on wits or intelligence?
I would say agility for
Agility? Okay.
chasing. Yeah.
Okay, so I 1921.
Oh wow. Yeah, you use some side streets and stuff, and yeah, you see them basically struggling to keep up with you.
Okay,
I
I'll
compliment him on his driving.
They're very far behind, but yeah, they do they can at least see you now.
Okay, but I'll try
They take a shot at the van.
Fuck. Can we tip the trash can at him?
It's
Yeah.
inside.
Yes, but if you
Yeah,
open
but
the back
if I
door,
open the back door, can I
yeah.
tell with the trash can? Like, do the classic, drop it out.
Okay, you're gonna open the back and throw the trash can out.
Oh,
Yeah, well, they're further back than that. I mean, so
Okay,
yeah,
so but
that would be viable if they were right on you. But
okay.
yeah,
yeah.
they
Oh,
are
fair
shooting at
enough.
you because they're losing. They're
Okay.
like
It's out of
they're losing.
frustration, is it?
And I'll try to just to move, just to lose them definitely. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, rolled again.
Okay. So I have a +4 total to the roll. Okay, this time it's 15.
Yeah, you basically turn enough corners and double back a little bit, and after a while, you're sitting in an alleyway and you see the car go, sliding past you,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
you give it a few moments and then pull out and go in the other direction.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. But I'll do one thing. I'll just, when I'm arriving at the I'll leave the van probably
a few blocks away.
yeah, 5 to 6 blocks away from the
Okay,
location. Okay.
very good idea. Anything else you're doing with the van before you quit it?
Probably. I'll do a
Set it on fire.
yes, I'll set it on fire. Thank you.
Okay, roll me a
Yes.
search as you're getting it ready. Yeah.
A search? Okay.
Yep. And
Intelligence.
if you're helping Michigan, you can do the same. I don't know
Yeah.
how willing a participant you are at this point.
Intelligence. Intelligence, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 12 for me. No, 12, no, 13.
I've actually got search as a skill, so that's like +1, and then
Yeah, everyone gets at least 1 point.
my intelligence is +2, so I rolled 21 altogether, mate.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys are pouring the extra gas on top of it or whatnot, you notice that the bullet that was shot at it is a wax bullet, and in the middle of it is like a little transistor,
Oh, okay.
like a little
Yeah.
radio
Yeah.
transistor.
Yeah, bug.
Oh,
And yeah,
A tracker, probably a tracker.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he hands it over to you, yeah, you've seen things like this before. Yeah, super
Okay,
high
so
tech for this for this
okay.
era, but
Okay, but I'll leave it on the van and I'll set
that
it
you
on
torch.
fire. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. You do so, and yeah, you're able to get away. I'm assuming that you're going to do a few turnbacks and whatnot.
Yeah, yes. Take the long way home, basically.
Okay, you managed to do so. Yeah, so you guys meet up at Pool's apartment.
I guess we would both go separate so we don't attract attentions, right?
Yes. Howard is able to get in with no problem, but Cassandra, as you get in, everyone is like, "Oh, I can't believe that dirty old man hatting up with a schoolgirl. What a scandal! This is like that Beaumont across town. When all the jatters get the hot chicks."
Oh God.
I'm gonna go apply for a janitorial job. Get this, banking. Banking's never gotten me a woman. It's horrible to hear all this going on.
Did you had any problems? Cool.
None that I couldn't get rid of. I torched the van and was able to lose them.
How are you feeling, Dr. Mishkin?
Oh,
I've
I think
had
we
better
stopped.
days. A clean soup would be nice.
Don't look at me. I'm not making
Yeah.
any soup.
No, a clean suit. He asked for a suit.
Ah,
Yeah.
suit. Okay.
Well, I don't know if we have one, but we have some janitor overalls, right?
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
We don't want you dressed as a professor.
No, I understand that, but you know, something that doesn't smell of shit and banana skins would be pretty.
Just bananas. This is a university. Fairly clean.
Well, there's no doggy do in it.
Back in those times, right? Like
Yeah.
eventually that university is gonna be filled with dirty hippies like all of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get him some clean clothes and whatnot, and yeah, you've repatriated him to a certain extent.
We still need
Now-
to get out of the state, right?
60s
Of the
almost.
city.
Correct. Yeah, you still need to find a way out for him. Now, time check. Are we okay for you guys, time wise?
11
Or should we to be continued this?
Sorry.
If,
Is
if
it-
we are, if
it-
we are good with time,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do we want to?
it depends
be
on how long
continue
we're going
this,
to.
yeah.
Depend how long we're going to take with this part.
Yes.
It may take a little bit. Yeah. I mean,
Because
we
his
can.
passport's rubbish.
Yes, his passport is rubbish.
Yeah, it was really bad, wasn't it? That passport.
It's got like a picture of him with a hand drawn mustache, and it's for Cuba. Like,
Well, are we leaving the city on car? Because I was thinking we will hide them in the compartment or something like that. We'll smuggle him out.
Yeah.
Among the
Okay.
garbage again or something
Yeah.
like that.
In the boot. You put him in the boot of the car.
Like
okay.
a fake boot.
So yeah, you're gonna hide him rather than try
Yeah.
to forge documents or anything for him.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me
immigrant style.
roll me an acquisition for that. Using what? Just any of the persuasion type.
I rolled a 12.
And what type are you rolling?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out what I have. Persuasion with persuasion 13. Let's see if one of them can have a better roll.
Yeah, I doubt that.
So acquisition for what?
You're trying to get a hold of a car that has a hidden compartment,
Okay.
sort of, or someone that will, like
Okay.
We don't have tinkers or what is it called in this in
Yeah.
this
No,
location.
no,
Okay.
no. Here we don't.
Well, I roll
Okay.
a 17, so with streetwise.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I'll leave it to you.
Okay, yeah, then you get a hold of you get a hold of your arms dealer friend, and he's like, yeah, we have something like that, and he gives you a price, and you guys pool your pocket funds, and are able to get like a little beat up Volkswagen Bug that has a the hood has been hollowed out so that you can put somebody or something inside it.
I'm Frank.
And he gives you he cuts you a deal. He's like, I'll charge you less if you drop it off at a friend of mine across the borders, and he could run stuff back to me with it, and we'll just call it a rental.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah, you do a little business, and yeah, you're in a very rotund blue Volkswagen Beetle, making your way through the checkpoint. At the checkpoint, you see that your cadaverous guy is there. And
I was going to say that
Oh.
we probably will need to disguise ourselves in case we're not. Yeah.
gotcha.
Mustache,
How
fake
much detail are you?
Well, I'm going to wear a wig and glasses, and I'm not dressed as a
Oh, we should dress up as minstrels.
as a student
See?
anymore. But for pool,
No,
we need a little bit more.
yeah, probably I will shave my hair. Put a mustache.
Oh wow, okay. So
Yeah, shave my hair, put a mustache and dark glasses.
and Howard's putting on a beret.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you look like my passport photo.
And then mustache.
Oh well, good news, Michigan. With the soup, you found some moldy bread. So
Oh,
You need to,
fantastic.
you need to give yourself ergot poisoning. Now's the time.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not
Okay, so you pull up.
Right.
Yeah, who's gonna talk to the person
Yeah,
doing
probably.
the
Yeah, probably.
chicken?
Yeah, probably Miss Bottom, as she says, she's the face and the brains of the operation.
Yes.
So,
Okay. All right, you pull up with your friends. Passports. He
Papier and
looks at
bitte.
all.
Papier and Mitten, yeah.
What is the yeah, I'm pass. Mark Schnell. What is the purpose of your what was the purpose of your crossing today? And they're
Uh,
running mirrors under the car and all that sort of thing.
We have a van, right? Is it a van or a car?
No,
It's a Volkswagen Beetle.
Beetle.
Okay, so we are. I guess we'll get something on the truck. Well, we are doing transporting some goods. Well, for a friend that lives on the other side. Some old furniture.
No, this is a Beetle.
What? No, but there's stuff inside the book. Ah, it's a beetle. Okay,
A
but how
Beetle, a bug.
a,
Oh,
a
yeah.
van? But a van.
No, not a van.
Then how the hell are you going to hide him in?
Furby.
He's
Okay.
at the hood. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it
under-
was okay.
No.
Then it is. We're going to buy
Drugs,
something.
drugs.
Yes, cheese.
Onions.
Onions, yes.
vegetable trading.
Shopping,
Yes,
basically.
shopping. Exactly, shopping.
Okay, roll me in a persuasion. He's giving
not
you the
bad.
look that only border guards
16.
give.
If I use my magnetism, it's a 17.
Okay. He looks it over, you know. Stamp. Yeah. You know, 3-day visa is approved.
Beijinho, tá quieta.
You know, or you know, here you go, hands them back, and waves you through.
Thank you.
Is the and is the bald guy staring at us?
The
Or-
cadaverous guy
Yeah.
is sort of looking out in general at the place, but he doesn't seem to notice you guys any more
Let's
than
not
anyone
make eye
else.
contact
Okay.
with him. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, he like I say, he's looking at everything very intently, but he does not look at you any more than anyone else. And you manage to pull out of Eisenstadt and into West Germany.
So
Smell of
now we're
freedom.
going to take him back to London.
Probably.
I got
Yeah.
friends in West Germany, Judd.
Well,
Probably.
if you're trying
Probably,
to
you
run
probably
away
got
from
friends
us,
everywhere. You're a very popular mathematician, everyone. This is before calculators, right? So they really need you.
I'm wondering if I would have a safe house somewhere.
Yeah, we will assume that yeah, as soon as you guys pull out, you know, the cadaverous guy will, you know, like, oh, I swear I'll get him, you know, and we can fade to credits as you guys drive away.
Brilliant.
On next week's episode,
We see
Man,
Howard shooting.
you didn't get to meet Petra or anything. She was a fangirl.
Oh yes.
And y'all
The-
didn't get to hear the paper either.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great. I was gonna make Joe play through the lecture.
the Strauss.
Oh God! No, it's going to play through the lecture. Jesus.
Oh, but I'm looking forward to
That would
see the professor making a lecture. Yeah.
Yep.
He didn't want to make the lecture. He wanted to run because he's a coward.
well, we help you.
Well,
But yes, of course, doing a lecture is a lot easier than running with the defeat.
You can't be a coward. You're on this team now.
Yeah.
It's gonna take all the bravery you have and then some.
You make
Why?
you must
Oh,
make a
yeah,
lecture
oh,
for us
yeah,
every
yeah.
night.
I'm
First to
not
go
a
to
problem
sleep.
with
No,
Yes.
my arm
Uh,
now.
please no.
Well, anything to announce or for the
Uh,
wretched side of things?
Yeah, probably Supermax is the latest
Oh
thing.
yeah,
The
the
next.
Super Prison.
Yep. I don't know, but probably if when I upload this, it will be already.
Well, tune in next time to see if Serge Gay doesn't, manages to fit in with the team and do crazy random things
Having
like
cunning
the rest of them.
plans.
Well, they're gonna have him. I don't need to be the brand anymore. I can just be the face.
Yeah, the
That's
face.
true.
Well, but should we follow his plans to the letter?
It depends on
No,
how
that's
cunning they
Probably
another.
are.
not.
Depends how cunning they are.